So, I didn't get my little visit from my little friend yet. But, you know, the period. No, not yet. No, it's coming. I can feel all of the, you know, all of the pre-stuff. So just in case, I have everything, you know, prepared. And I was like to my wardrobe stylist, I said, I don't want to wear anything really confining. Like, this is those kind of days that, this is one of those kind of days, girls, you know, or maybe you don't, for some of you. I wish that I could have just thrown a paper bag over my head and belted it and just like come out. So, but this is my hot for teacher look. Hi, boys. I'm so glad you guys are here. You know, wigs hide a multitude of things, including notes to oneself. Well, I do want to say a special hello to our cities. You know, this is the 6-week sneak peek of the Wendy Williams Show. And, yeah. And so, how you doing, Detroit? Dallas, what's really good? Right of. New York, my home. All right. And LA, yes, LA. So, we're all sneaking and peeking together. I was thinking about, just for the purpose of this, nothing has ever been so germane to me. You know, like I'm married, so, you know, I can, you know, the sex and so on and so forth. And I didn't get married in a big ceremony, so I know nothing about a honeymoon being, oh my gosh, I have my period. I want to stop the period pill to go on my honeymoon. Like, you know, it's just sex, it'll be gone. And, you know, I don't mind fake and cheating Mother Nature, but that's one thing that I just can't get down with. The pill. But I did a little bit of research for you guys. Here are my notes on it. Okay, it's called Librel, and it's a birth control pill that stops the period. You take it daily, and it was invented in 2007. And apparently, you get light spotting. Now, you see, to me, light spotting is as good as a full-blown gusher. So what's the point? And then you resume your period as soon as you stop taking the pill, and it has the same risks as birth control. In other words, wait, first let me just ask, who in here would take it just by a show of hands? Nobody? Look how big your hair is. I love it. And stand up, let them see that. Stand. Wig, weave pieces, all yours?
No, it's so big.
I love it. You see, I love it. We'll talk during commercial. I love it. Anyway, yes, I wouldn't take Librel. Anyway, a couple of things to talk about. Oh, by the way, and you know, you're nobody in daytime talk until you get acknowledged by Talk Soup. So how you doing, Joel McHale? For years, like I've been a Talk Soup person on the weekend, from Greg Kinnear, remember John Henson, and now Joel McHale is there. I love it. Also, oh, where are my dolls? You guys? Crew? Oh, no. Oh, they must be up in the dressing room still. Oh, I have these really cute dolls to show you. Oh, did you hear, by the way, that Jimmy Kimmel and Sarah Silverman are no longer together?
Oh, well.
Does that, she said, oh, well. Can we say the V word on TV? You cruel V. No, you know what? I've been on Jimmy Kimmel's show before many years ago when I released my New York Times, well, it ended up being a New York Times bestselling, but it was my autobiography. And he invited me on the show to be on. And all I remember is everybody backstage getting trashed. And then literally, when you get up and he says, ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Williams, when you open the door from the bar with the pool table and stuff, you're on the set of the show. It's like, oh my gosh. And when I look at that footage sometimes, I made these denim boots. I'll have to bring the footage. He probably has to co-sign off on it. But anyway, Jimmy and Sarah have been together. She's a comedian. They've been together for several years. I don't know. I guess you don't really think of comedians fighting to the point of, not when there's two of them in the relationship, to the point of splitting up. He was so supportive of her, and I guess she of him. But like she said, oh well. Oh well. I saw, by the way, Monique the comedian, speaking of comedians, yesterday in the city, and Monique has lost a bit of weight. Now, she's not a skinny girl. She still has meat, but it's not the meat that she had. And the thing that, the thing about it is, The thing about it is, no, I'm not being cruel. Did that sound cruel? I'm not being cruel. Okay, look. The thing about it is that Monique, much like, Star Jones, and I have a girlfriend also, you might say it's cool and I'm fine with who I am, but then they end up losing weight, and then they leave the other bigger girls behind. And then the bigger girls still say, well, that's okay. They can go ahead and lose their weight. I'm fine with my meat. But you know what? It's a health thing. It's a health thing. So anyway, Monique, I saw you from afar. You waved, I waved. Nice job on the weight. Did you get gastric bypass? The only reason why I'm asking, you guys, didn't we read that together like on mediatakeout.com or TMZ or something like that? Am I the only one who read that? You read it too. Oh, you saw it too?
Yes, I did.
I don't know how you did it, Monique, but the point is that you did it, and that's all that counts. Good for you. Oh, yes! How you doing? So yesterday was the first day of the show, and then... And so, wow. And so, I don't know about you guys and how you eat, but for me, I eat a lot when I'm happy. I ate 22 little chicken wing legs from KFC yesterday. They have this spicy, those spicy wings? They're dry on the outside and spicy on the inside. Me and my little buddy Charlemagne greased, honey. Through the chicken bones and greased. But I eat when I'm happy. And all I could think about yesterday was, what am I going to eat? And then Derek Jeter sent us an invitation. Something with baseball is going on. I'm not a sportsnista. Do you guys follow the All-Star game? And there's a huge parade in New York, and the traffic is crazy. But the ball players are out, and they've got great butts and nice packages. And so Jeter invited us, me and my squad, to his party last night, but the party didn't get started until like 10 o'clock at night. And my hours, now with the show and everything, and I love to party. Hello. We're getting to know each other. I love to party, and it's nothing to see me in a club, not just standing, but standing on the banquette. So I'm letting you know that before the Inquirer picks up anything. Yes, that was me. And I was slobbing down that very handsome man, and he shook champagne and sprayed it all over me. It happened to have been my husband. That was last birthday at the club. I remember we went. Anyway, oh, thank you, Rob. Rob's my executive producer. I've got so many tricks and toys up here. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get to all this reindeer stuff? Anyway, I love having all the stuff here. By the way, do you guys care about the Eddie Murphy movie and that it only made $5.6 million? Dave? I guess nobody's met Dave except for Johnny Gill, honey. Hey, Eddie. How you doing? But did anybody see that? I heard it's a good movie to take your kids to. No? No? Here's the thing. Eddie's not over. The movie apparently cost $55 million to make. It was released this past weekend. It only made like $5.6 million. And he's still got a career, though. The career is stand-up. Eddie can go to Vegas like Celine Dion. Or my friend in my head who comes by sometimes, Tony Braxton. Tony, how are you feeling, by the way? I need you on the show. You know that, right? We always have a good conversation. Come on, Tony. As soon as you feel up to it, I want you to come by. You know, Tony hasn't been doing well. She had to cancel her Vegas show. But back to Eddie. This is where his success lies. Correct? Yes. Yeah. Okay. And so now, it's a big day in hip-hop. And I know we're, again, getting to know each other, but I am hip-hop. You see, hip-hop has like young boys like Soulja Boy, you know, and them dusty little boys, you know, who are like 18. But hip-hop has also grown up. You see, me, Queen Latifah, Nas, this is hip-hop America. And I want you to know, Oh, and shout out to DJ Cut and Ed Lover. Damn it, man. They did this mix on the radio this morning of Nas music. Honey, I told Lou drives me. I said, Lou, turn it up. I was snapping my neck like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when I used to wear Carhartt and Carl Kanai jeans and shop over in Brownsville at, oh, I forgot the name of the place. Not Albertsons. S&D's, honey. Over at S&D's. And remember when Mary J. Blige and the hip-hop girls would wear the baseball caps with the ponytail right through? That was me, too. Drink Heineken out of the bottle in the club and snap my neck all night long. And the music was greasy, MPVs were the car, and you know, I was doing it. So hip-hop is growing up, but I have a real appreciation for Nas. Nas is very necessary in hip-hop, and today is the release of his album. It's called Nas. It was supposed to be called the N-word. I don't choose to use the word on the show. They told me I could, I don't choose, and I would appreciate it, you guys, if you don't choose either. But the N-word, lots of great music, and Nas, you were very necessary on this show too. Oh yes, this show here welcomes hip hop. Yes, and so I would love to. Wouldn't you love to see Nas here? Yeah. So it's not called the N-word. When it was called the N-word, he was wearing a business suit on the front with the smart people glasses and whatnot. Now it's called Nas, and he's turned around and he's got like slave whip marks in the configuration of an N on his back. And controversy, and you're cute, and you got that Khalees. I love you all, sexy. Lady, hey, what's your name?
My name is Enid. I'm from Jersey City.
Hi, Enid.
How are you?
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you say what?
Excuse me?
You say what?
I say for the Nas
that's
thing.
so Donahue, right? You say what?
That's why you threw me off.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I think it depends on the demographic who's going to buy the CD. I think it appeals to the younger demographic.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's accepted.
Yes.
The word.
The word.
I am not for censorship.
Yes.
So if my son and daughter brought it home, I'd listen to it as long as they kept packaging.
Yeah. Are we the same age? I'm 44 on Friday.
I am older than you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Enid. I was just asking as a point of reference. You're 48. Because see, if I didn't get it free because I'm in the biz, I would buy it. So,
Yes.
And I would.
Definitely.
And that's the kind of music.
I like Nas, though.
I would drop my kid off at school, and that's when I turn on my greasy music. I'm snapping my neck and driving. Yes. You know. Okay. God, what do I get to? How much time do I have left on this break? 2 minutes? That's not enough time to get to anything. All right, I was going to show you my dolls. Instead, I'll just lay them down like this. I'll get to them later. Shut up, you know me. Look what I have. Do you know what these are? Pumps for babies. I'm so glad I don't have a daughter. There'd be so much to explain. I can't. All right, let me tell you about them first. And then, here, I'm going to put them right over here. So you get a double shot. Oh. Here, pumps and pumps. Look. You shut up. I told you this is not your mother's show. All right, now look, there you go. Okay, I'm going to tell you about them in case you like them, and then I want to hear comments from you guys. I see you standing. Oh, okay. These are called Hilarious. They're Hilarious, her first high heels. They say this is not a toy, you're supposed to wear them. And they come in leopard, pink, zebra, and whatnot. And if you love them, they're brand new. I see the patent in 2008, and you can go to heellarious.com. Okay. I'm loose. And I'm open. But I'm not this loose and open. You say what?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Michelle, and I'm from Newark, New Jersey. How you doing?
How you doing, Michelle? Yes.
First of all, I say a child should be a child. Yeah. What's wrong with the world today is we trying to grow our kids up too fast.
Yes.
Let them be children and grow up. When
Yes.
they get older, if they decide to wear heels, then it's on them.
Yes.
But a baby, an infant, a toddler, No.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Now, what's your name?
I'm Keandra from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Hi, Keandra. Oh, my mom's from Elizabeth. I spent many years on Williams Street playing up and down the street.
That's my hood.
Is it? So check, right? A lot of people would argue, Michelle, Keandra, that audience at home, you all, look at me work the cameras. Oh. Look, I'm new at this. I'm working. Look, a lot of people would argue that the baby doesn't know what she's wearing. She doesn't know that it's slutty or not. It's just a cute novelty. What do you say?
That's too much for a baby. That's too much. She'll have her time in heels. That's too much.
Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah.
I wanted to comment on Nas' album.
Okay.
I think he would sell whatever the album was called. They putting so much emphasis on the title of the album. He's a conscious rapper.
Yes.
Listen to what he's saying, not
Yes.
what the album is titled.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Keandra. All right, have a seat. We must. They're giving me the red card, which means, Wendy, you will get cut off if you don't finish your sentence. So look, thank you very much, ladies, for participating. Have a seat. Everybody relax. Keep it right here because today's show weatherman, Al Roker, is here today on Wendy. Aside from my husband, Kevin, my next guest is the other man that I like to wake up to 5 days a week. He does the weather, of course, and he's recently added to his busy schedule hosting duties Celebrity Family Feud. Here's a sneak peek of tonight's episode with the comedian Bill Engvall and, Larry the Cable Guy. Go. Sorry.
We surveyed 100 people. Top 6 answers are on the board. Tell me a traffic sign that best describes your love life. Larry. Yield. Show me. I know the deal. Show me yield. Oh. Bill, one answer better. What do you say?
I'm gonna have to go with what I hear a lot. Stop.
Is stop up there?
That looks fun. Please help me welcome. That looks fun. Please help me welcome Al Roker. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Al. Oh, Al.
Oh, Wendy. Oh, Wendy.
Thank you, Al.
Well, thank you. Congratulations on your show.
Thank you. And this is our first time meeting.
Yes, it is.
I have so much to ask you about.
So many things.
Well, first and foremost, I'm glad you made it here on time.
I am too. We just finished the Today Show and
Yes.
cutting across. They're doing the All-Star Parade
I
today, so
know.
traffic crosstown is a mess.
Yes, yeah.
So
are you a big baseball fan yourself?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to the game tonight, but and I like the Yankees. My mom was a big Mets fan.
Yeah.
My father was a Yankees fan. So there are always these fights in our house.
Yeah.
So.
Now, do you go to parties around town? I'm always looking in the newspaper, and I never
I'm not.
see Al Roker up to anything.
Because nobody ever invites me.
Yeah. Do you have favorite restaurants around town?
Yeah, we go to like Fresco by Scotto on 52nd Street there on the Today Show
That's
a lot.
Rosanna Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Fox 5.
Yes,
She's the
hi,
anchor
Rosanna.
That's right. So we love them. In fact, I'm going to the All-Star game tonight with her brother Anthony, who runs the restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. We've got some neighborhood restaurants we go to. Deborah, my wife, doesn't like to go more than like 10 blocks from our house. So remember in the A-Team, Mr. T, to get him on a plane, they used to have to drug him and blindfold him.
Yes.
That's what I do with my wife to get her downtown.
Now, do either one of you cook?
I cook. I cook. I like to cook. I got a couple of cookbooks, so I like to cook.
Yes. Now, Al, the interesting thing about you is that you've been waking up.
There is one. My gosh.
Well, no, you actually have several. I'm trying to layer them in order.
I don't think there really is.
I'm trying to layer them in order, Al. You are a weatherman, and you've been a weatherman all of your life.
Pretty much.
Since 1990.
Since 1974, I started doing. Wow, he does look old. My God, just as the earth was cooling, he got a job doing television. I was a sophomore in college when I got my first job in Syracuse, New York.
Geez, see, those things don't really happen anymore.
No,
where
they don't.
A kid in college gets a
In
job
fact,
like that.
my department chairman in college told me I had the perfect face for radio.
Isn't that interesting?
So, see, whereas you're gorgeous on TV, on radio, we're made for TV. Me, not so much. But you know, there you go.
But so listen, so you've been with the Today Show since
full time since 1995.
95.
Yeah.
95.
Yeah.
Now, how do you manage your hours? Because I'm just getting these hours right here. You know, where I have to wake up early. What do you do?
Well, the alarm clock, of course, essential.
Yes.
And if you want to make sure you don't oversleep,
yes,
drink about a gallon of water before you go to bed.
Gotcha. Now, you know, the Celebrity Family Feud, you were playing around with the guys.
Yes.
In the clip that we just showed, and you said love life, he said love life won't stop, and you joked. Where do you fit in your together time, you and Deborah? Deborah, everybody, is also on TV.
Right, she's on ABC. In fact, she was on Good Morning America this morning.
Deborah Roberts.
I was doing the Today Show.
Yes.
And in fact, our children have a special on Fox, When Children Attack, so that'll be good. No, but we're like every other couple, you know, that works. You know, I mean, you guys probably have the same thing. You're juggling. You're trying to fit the kids in.
You fit in.
You do what you do. You know, and sometimes you as a couple take a back seat because you want to make sure the kids are okay and everything like that. So you try to have the date night. So you know, it's like everybody else. You know, you're just trying to cram everything in.
Cram it in. I mean,
oh, that doesn't sound right. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm trying to be clean, Al. I'm trying to be.
This is so difficult for you, isn't it? You know what? Here's the thing. You know what? Just be you.
That's what they
be
keep.
Wendy.
That's what they keep saying.
Yes.
That's what they keep saying.
Just be you. That's why they're tuning in.
Al.
They want to see Wendy.
Oh, Al.
They want you to be you.
Thank you.
Don't
Al.
be anybody else.
Thank you, Al.
Be Wendy.
Thank you, Al. So listen.
Because if you were Montel, that would be very disturbing.
Yes, well.
Just be Wendy with the Hello Kitty. I like.
Thank you, Al. My guys got this for me for Mother's Day last year.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, that's why I was looking there, not for any other reason.
Look, and that's another thing. I'm trying to be good. Everything's covered up. I'm good, right, America?
You're good.
Listen, Al, my husband happens to really love your show on Spike TV. It's called DEA.
DEA, yes.
And we're going to talk about the Celebrity Family Feud in just a moment. But can you give us a brief overview of what that show is about? You produce it.
I produce it. I have a production company.
Yes.
And we produced a show looking at the DEA. We went to Detroit.
Yes.
And to take a look at, you know, people know about the DEA. They know it's...
It's a wig. Yeah, I can just, you know.
So's mine. But I've got a full luxurious... I actually look like Denzel Washington.
Yes.
This is all makeup for pity.
Yeah. Al.
Anyway, we produced this show, and we embedded with the DEA for like 7 months. And you see the ins and outs and what all these guys go through, you know, trying to make sure illegal drugs stay off the street.
It's a tough job.
It is. It's a tough job.
All right, well.
Not so many people applying. I guess more people would like to see illegal drugs on the street.
Well, no, because I think that a lot of people did not realize that with your production company, you're behind that show. Now, tonight, every Tuesday night, you are hosting Celebrity Family Feud. I want to talk to you about that.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about gastric bypass. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
It's very interesting because in our Truth booth today, Ashley, so you'll be gone by the time we talk to her, but Ashley lost over 140 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And her husband no longer wants to have sex with her.
Oh.
So there are things that, I don't know how she lost it. We didn't even get into that.
Right.
But, you know, there are things that happen sometimes.
Oh, sure.
When you lose weight and you think your life is going to be perfect.
Well, that's just it. Everybody looks at weight loss or any change as the panacea, that it's going to make everything right. Well, as they tell you when you get counseled for gastric bypass, whatever was bothering you before you lose the weight, still going to be there.
Hold that thought. More with Al Roker next on Wendy. Welcome back. Party over here. Al Roker over there.
After 6 weeks, you're going to get your own cups with your name on them.
Yes, well,
that's going to be great.
Al,
I like it.
listen, yes.
After the 6 weeks, you're going forever.
Yes. Okay. So, how much fun are you having hosting Celebrity Family Feud?
You know what? This is a dream come true. It's the only game show I ever wanted to host.
Really?
For those of you who remember Richard Dawson,
Yes.
You know, the best. And I used to love that show. And so when NBC, you know, we're going to revive it. We're going to do celebrities. I mean, I said yes before they finished the sentence.
Good.
It is so much fun. Like tonight, besides Bill Engvall and Larry the Cable Guy, we've got Monique and Vivica A. Fox's
Oh, wow,
families.
good.
Yeah, so yeah.
Good, yeah. Vivica's going to be here here next Tuesday.
Ah.
Ooh, there's a
Whoa,
fly
there's
in
a
the
fly.
studio.
My
There's
gosh.
a big juicy
It's
one,
a
too.
he had numbers on the side.
Yes. So that's exciting. So you're going to be doing that every Tuesday
We're doing
night?
that for the summer, and then if it does well, we did 6 episodes, kind of like you.
Yes, yes.
If we do well, we'll do another 6. You know?
It's
6.
It's always a test,
That's the number.
right?
It's the sign of the devil, 666.
I'm always testing it.
Oh, my God.
And so good luck. You'll do well. You've got a great personality, Al. And so I understand in your off time you are a cartoonist.
I like to cartoon. Growing up, I was a big fan of Hanna-Barbera, the Walt Disney stuff, Warner Brothers.
Yes.
I mean, I used to me, the ideal would be, my wife has said, if I could come back as a toon,
yes.
That would be, if you had 4 fingers and if you could zip out and leave a puff of smoke, that would be great.
Have you ever done a celebrity auction with any of your art?
No, I haven't, because nobody cares. But,
Yeah. Yes.
I love the classics, Chuck Jones and all to me, the great thing about cartoons is unless you acknowledge gravity, it doesn't exist.
Yes.
If you run off a cliff, you're okay until you look down, and that's when you fall.
Gotcha.
So
that's a very
nobody really
interesting-
understands that.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Try it sometime.
You're a very strange man, Al Roker.
You're just picking up on that, aren't you?
You know what's really interesting? They're flashing me that our time together is almost up, and there are so many.
I saw somebody flashing you too. But
Do you know what?
There's a wild audience.
Listen, you must come back.
I will.
I want to ask you more about
Yes.
Gas to Bypass.
Okay.
I want to talk a little bit about your journal entries. I know it was years ago, but we're just meeting. If we could zhuzh back, I would appreciate it.
Zhuzh.
I want to talk to you about raising a daughter.
2 daughters, actually.
Who was giving you a headache at one point
Well, she
as
was.
a teenager.
Yes, she was.
I
But she's come back. She's doing great. My daughter Courtney, she is spectacular.
That is
She's a
terrific.
culinary arts major. She wants to run a restaurant.
Yes,
so
yes, yeah,
good.
Back on track.
Yes.
Do you get along with Katie Court? Do you talk on
I
a
love
regular?
Katie. We had dinner not too long ago. She's doing fine.
Very well. All right, everybody. Al, that's our time together.
Oh my gosh! Oh!
There was more for you.
So much more.
You come back. Listen, everybody, don't forget to check Al out. Celebrity Family Feud airs Tuesdays at 8 on NBC. Up next, today's Truth Booth. All right, everybody, welcome back. Al was so fun. Welcome back, though. It's time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for Ask Wendy. So let's get some audience questions. Hi, you guys.
Hello.
Now, what are your names? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Megan. This is my fiance, David Rodriguez.
Okay.
And we're from New Haven, Connecticut area.
right.
You wouldn't know the town anyway.
So how long have you guys been engaged?
1 year exactly yesterday.
All right, so I understand each of you has a question.
Yeah.
Okay, Megan, you go first.
My sister, I think, is a little overweight, and she's like the only bridesmaid that's overweight, but she's my maid of honor. So I want to ask her nicely, how do you lose weight for the wedding? Because I don't want her to be uncomfortable in the dress or anything. So.
Describe the dresses. Let me just hear.
Well, it's kind of like this, but it would be a flowier fabric, so
Okay,
that it doesn't
hides
cling to
meat.
anything.
That'll hide meat.
Yeah.
What color?
Brown, and then with like autumn color sashes.
Okay.
But like in back, I don't want her like back fat to go over the dress or anything. I don't want her to be uncomfortable.
No, let me ask you this. Does she dress with a strapless dress? I mean,
No,
is she
she's very conservative.
very conservative?
And she's very uncomfortable with herself right now. That's why I'm worried about it.
And when are you guys going to actually get married? When are you walking down the aisle?
September 11th of 09.
Okay. You have over a year. Here's the thing, and I'm speaking from the place of the fat girl. Like I've lost weight. At my biggest, I weighed 297 pounds. I know. I gained 103 though during the baby, so I cheat and I say that part too. But here's the thing. There's no nice way of saying that. Even family members and sisters are the closest, longest, strongest friendship that a girl can have with another girl and a woman can have with another woman. That's my opinion. Even a sister can't deliver that blow. On your wedding day, just be glad that she's standing up for you and being happy for you. And you know what? You make sure. Are you going to cry? Are you getting misty?
I just feel bad for her.
No. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you seem sweet, You know, you're not delivering horribly, but you can't say that to her. But what I would do is make sure that she has her dress finished and at her house or apartment a week before the wedding, because she will secretly be trying it on, twirling, prancing, figuring out whether it's comfortable or not. If by chance her dress can be ready 4 months before the wedding and it's at her house, that would be better, because rather have a big dress that can be taken in than her not to be comfortable at all. I would love to get audience comments, but I want to hear what David has to say. He's got a question, but I see people nodding their heads behind you. You like that idea, right, audience? Yeah. The idea of maybe your sister having her dress, even if the other bridesmaids don't, like 5 months before. You don't have to tell her why. You know, she'll just have her dress because you want to make sure that she has it. She'll secretly be trying it on. If she feels a mess or uncomfortable, she'll work with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Oh, I only have 1 minute? But wait a minute. David's got a question. Well, David, let me hear your question.
Well, speaking of family members, that's not our only problem. The other problem is my fault this time. We actually have a family member on my side who I don't want to invite to the wedding, and she never met him. That's how bad he is, actually. And he has 6 brothers who do not like him, and actually he's done everything from criminal activity, you name it, even to the point where he's stolen his own wife's uncle's teeth and mailed them back. That's how bad he is.
Are you inviting his wife?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the dilemma. You know, the thing is, his mother and my aunt and his grandmother lives with her, and she may not come if he's not invited.
I'm getting the red block. He's not invited, so anybody who doesn't want to come doesn't come. This is your day. Good luck, kids. Truth Booth next. So anyway, it's time for the Truth Booth, and today's Truth Booth woman's name is Ashley. Ashley. Yes. I love the Truth Booth music. Hi, Ashley.
How you doing?
How you doing? Ashley's been married for 6 years. She's been on and off with her husband for more than 30 years. How old are you?
53.
Okay, Ash, sorry, I just had to ask because, you know, that gives us a point of reference, audience. All right, she weighed 250 pounds when they got married, but Ashley ballooned up to 300 pounds. There's more to the story, but I want to get to your actual question today. Go.
Well, Wendy, I had so much love for my husband, and he loves me too. You know, I just got heavier and heavier. I had the gastric bypass. Now I got smaller, but I didn't realize that he was like a chubby chaser.
Oh.
You know, he loves big women and the big woman smell. And I don't have that anymore. Somebody has to love it. There are lots of men who love that. It's not just him, but it's a smell.
What does it smell like? Feet?
Oh, no. I really can't describe it. It's a pheromone to, you know, some kind of Caribbean guys are like that.
What is it? Was it like moisture getting caught between folds?
I would imagine that's exactly what it comes from.
Trying to owe me.
Okay.
They're trying to throw me under the bus. Look, Ashley, hold on for one moment. What you don't know also is that 250 ended up being over 300 pounds. Then she got the gastric bypass. I'm going to go sit down. More coming up with Ashley in the Truth Booth next.
Ooh.
She asked me if I was wearing a girdle. I said, no, honey, not yet. I'm not ready for that. Look, Ashley's in the Truth Booth. Ashley's husband apparently is a chubby chaser. They've been involved for 30 years. Ashley, we need an actual question from you.
I would like to know, how do I keep my husband faithful to me now that I'm smaller?
Well, honey, after losing over 140 pounds, and I hate to throw away love, how many kids do you have?
None. I have a grown-up daughter.
Okay, well, listen, I'm sure she understands divorce. I would not divorce him, but I definitely would not. Are you considering putting on weight possibly to
No.
Decent? Okay, good.
No.
Listen, I mean, there's really nothing that you can do. A lot of men, it's not about being chubby chasers because that's them. It's about them being insecure. So they feel as though a big fat girl, not just a fat girl, but a big fat girl has no self-esteem, so they can keep them in the house, dumb, stupid, out of the workforce, and pregnant. So you watch that, Ashley, and don't overlook divorce. You say what? What do you say?
Well, hi, Wendy. You know what? You said yourself, Ashley, that he's a chubby chaser. He married you when you were a big girl. He's attracted to big girls. It's what it is. He's a man. He likes what he likes. And now you've gone and flipped the script on him. I mean, it's kind of unfair for you to expect him to still be attracted to you. He can love you as a person, but... he's just not into that skinny look.
And I understand what you're saying. Ashley, I understand what she's saying. Hold on, audience, because you know what? That's like a man who marries a woman because he loves big breasts. And he marries you because you have double Ds. And now you go on, or Fs. And now you go on and you get a breast reduction. It's no different. But the difference with weight is that weight is a health issue. She is 53 years old. She weighed over 300 pounds. You're in a much healthier place. And I'm sorry, I would consider divorce. And yes, you're right. He married what he married because he likes what he likes. But don't look out that she has a better sense of independence.
Right.
All right.
And 53 is still sexy.
Yes.
And you could still get it. It's, I mean, you know. All right, we'll be back. You're welcome. She asked me if I was wearing a girdle. I said, no, honey, no.